After voters approved a tax increase to improve the Rochester park system, city leaders are discussing how to use that money.
Yeah, KIMT News 3's Anthony Monzon joins us live from the Government Center with the initial recommendations under consideration. Anthony.
Well, Katie and George, that ballot question approved by Rochester voters in November will give the park system an additional $2 million each year, but officials say that won't be enough to fully cover the $80 to $100 million worth of improvements that have been identified that park officials say will need to be made in the coming years, at least not immediately. But today, we started to get a better sense of how that money may be spent, with park officials presenting their priorities to the city council. In total, they're proposing spending $2.6 million this year. They'd like the bulk of those funds to go to park and forestry improvements, with the biggest individual sums of money being spent on construction expenses at Game Haven Sports Park and improvements at Cascade Lake Park. City leaders provided an array of notes and feedback for members of the park board, but one of their biggest concerns was the use of data collected in 2015 and 16 from community members to establish their priorities for where to allocate this money and about where those community members would like that money to be spent.
Our community has grown significantly in the last 4 to 5 years, so I think if we could beef up some community engagement through POLCO, through the neighborhood associations, to really make sure that the money is going to be spent where indeed the people are asking for it to be spent, I think that would be phenomenal.
And in all, the park board has identified 47 priorities they feel need to be addressed in the coming years. Live in Rochester, Anthony Monzon, KIMT News 3.
Thanks, Anthony. Officials from the park department say they'll go over the feedback given to them by city council members today and adjust their plan accordingly.